What's up, Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly reading for January 23rd through the 29th. Before I start the reading, I just wanted to show off some of my artwork. I don't know if you could see it that well. Let me move this up. Yeah, those are my Three of Swords little paintings that I did. I did add a link below, or I will add a link below, for my Etsy. So any featured art that I'm showing on my videos from here on out, it's all available on my Etsy. I also added a link for Cash App and PayPal. So if you guys want to be generous and tip me, I would really appreciate it. It would mean so much. You know, if not, just like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever, yada, yada. That supports me as well. But it is Aquarius season, so I am going to start off with a Starseed Oracle card. This deck just screams Aqua vibes. But let's see what we have for Capricorn this week. What do we have for Capricorn, please? And thank you, Spirit. For Capricorn. Okay, there it is. Oh, that's so funny. I saw this too when I cut the deck to shuffle it. This one really stood out to me, so this is just confirmation that this is meant for you guys. But all right, you guys got We the Hathors. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it says deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Okay, Capricorn. I don't think I've gotten this card before, so I'm not really sure what it's about. Let me just jump right into the reading of it, and then I'll pull some tarot. So let's see. We the Hathors. It says birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too. To surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the cosmic mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you could possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother, flooding toward you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. Wow. And then there's the affirmation for this is, I allow the deep love of the cosmic mother to wash over me. I'm loved. I'm held. Wow. So first of all, Capricorn, if you've been feeling very alone and very disconnected from this nurturing energy, maybe you've been in your masculine and you feel like you've had to just take care of business and there's been no room for that femininity. Spirit's like, on the contrary, like there needs to be room. There is a need for this nurturing energy in your life right now, whether that be just for you or for you and for others around you. Because when we stop nurturing ourselves, it trickles out. And we start projecting outwards. If we're not taking care of ourselves, there's no way that we could be taking care of others. If we're not showing ourselves love, there's no way we could be giving others love. And that's just what it is, you know? Let me jump right into pulling some tarot for you guys, and we'll see what this is talking about. So what do we have for Capricorn? Oh, right away we have Justice in the reverse. And this is all about reminding that karma comes back around to you too. You are not excluded from karma. So that's what I'm saying. Like this lack of nurturing energy, it could be trickling outwards, unfortunately. And you may be like, I don't want to say hurting people, but you could be kind of like way too much in your masculine and it's affecting other people. It may be causing conflict or maybe causing like this rigid energy in your relationships with others. And Spirit is like, hey, remember, like what you get what you give, right? Let's see. What else do we have for Capricorn? For Capricorn Spirit. Thank you. All right. We have, let's see, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, though. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, Capricorn. Yeah. There's a giving and receiving ratio that's off here. And like I said, I don't feel like the main issue is with other people, but I feel like it will start to be if you do not address it within yourself first. You're not giving to yourself the way you should be. And in return, that's causing you to not to be able to give to others, which also affects your receiving ratio. So it's all a cycle here, and it all connects. Let's see, last card for Capricorn, we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Okay, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this could also be your energy that you're in right now. Let me just go ahead and read these from the book, because some of these meanings do have slightly different than original tarot meanings, but let's start with the Justice in the reverse. So it says, in general, it says, just because the hand feeds you doesn't mean it doesn't deserve an occasional nip. In the reverse, it says, the Justice card is a reminder that karma applies to you too. You will lie in the bed you make. Plan your catnip accordingly. Yeah, so it's like there's a need for this mothering, nurturing energy for yourself because, you know, if you're projecting like negative masculine energy, and I say negative because it'll start to be negative if that's all you're living in, without any balance of the feminine. When you're living too much in your negative masculine, that shit will really project. I mean, it will with feminine too. Like either way, any out of balance energy like that, it starts to project even if you don't mean to, even if it's done subconsciously. And it's, like I said, it's just reminding you, like, you get what you give, and karma applies to you too. Even if you feel like you've been like doing what you need to do, like, well, I need to be in this masculine energy because I need to take care of business. I need to do this, that, and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, there's a need for, like, you can't live that way. It's not possible. Like, I know Capricorns, you know, you guys are all about hustling and getting down to business and working hard when you need to work hard, and that's great. But there needs to be a balance, and that's where this next card comes in, the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like this giving and receiving ratio is off. So let's go check that out, read that for you guys. So in general, it says you have an abundance. Don't forget that. It's thanks to generosity, or don't forget that it's thanks to generosity and aid from others. So any form of abundance, remember that it was most likely, it was either given to you from the universe or from others, at least in this case, when it comes to the things that you have right now. That's just in general, though. This card is in reverse, so let's read the reverse. It says, yes, treats are headed your way, but for some reason, you won't be able to hang on to them. Be careful about taking an eye off your bounty. It could also be your own self-centeredness that allows good fortune to slip through your hands. The universe gives and it takes away. What was I saying, Capricorn? You get what you give. The universe gives and it takes away. If you're too focused on yourself right now, and like I said, I don't mean it in a mean way. I don't mean it in like to judge you. There's no judgment here. You know, a lot of you guys were doing this for what you thought was your own good, you know, like, well, I have to do this because I have to take care of myself. It's like I'm getting like this single mother energy, but it's like, this is, especially with this being about mother energy and feminine energy, it's like a lot of single moms believe that they have to be the dad too. And it's like, no, like I get that you have responsibility. You have an extra weight on your shoulders. You have an extra sense of responsibility, but that doesn't mean that all that femininity and all that nurturing goes out the window. You have to find a balance. You have to find a balance, especially right now. It's about to start oozing outward. I'm getting this energy of like oozing outward on accident. You start projecting on accident, right? And that's what these two cards are talking about. You get what you give. Karma applies to you too, even if it's on accident, even if you're not realizing it, Capricorn. And with this Knight of Wands, let's see what this one says. I don't think I've actually read this one from the book yet or from this deck, so it might have a different meaning. Let's see. If I could freaking find it, geez. Okay, so in general, it says both gallant and a tad annoying, the Knight of Wands always believes he knows best. And with his energy and passion, he often does. So that's the general definition of the card. I'll read it upright, but just to piggyback off of that, like I said, it's like this energy that you put yourself in, that's disconnected from this mother energy. So like this heavy masculine energy that you put yourself in, it was for a reason. But Spirit's telling you, okay, you don't need to be in that energy so heavily anymore. It's time to start nurturing the feminine, start to let the mother energy in, the mothering, nurturing energy in. It may have been important at that time and may have been what was best to do at that time, but now is a need to nurture the other side. Otherwise, there's this warning of like it tipping over, you know, like a scale, you know. You don't want to give too much to the masculine, then the scale's out of balance. There's a need now before it tips over to start balancing the other direction. So upright, it says, you're being controlled by your impulsive nature. Those colorful ribbons in your line of vision are pretty hard to resist. There's nothing wrong with spontaneity, except when it affects your ability to follow through. Don't get bored halfway through the game and walk away. So this is kind of about like not even inconsistency. It's just about being like distracted, being spontaneous, getting bored halfway through and then walking away. So what I'm getting from this is that it may be kind of a mission to get into this mothering energy, and maybe you may be tempted to go back to what you're used to, or to go back to what you're comfortable with, or what you feel resonates with you. There's something about wanting to go back to something else, or wanting to do what you want to do, basically. But Spirit's telling you, like, even though you are tempted to either stay in this energy or do what you want, you know, which you could always do what you want. You have free will, but Spirit's like warning you, like, you know, to resist this urge, you know, and to discipline yourself when it comes to letting this mother energy in, this nurturing energy. And I know, being Capricorn already, like, you guys have a bad rep of like being cold and disconnected in general. And I don't want to say that's the truth, but there is this difficulty that, you know, certain signs like Capricorn and Aquarius and Virgo, sometimes like they find it difficult to resonate with that, you know, Cancer energy, that Pisces energy, more so Cancer. It's like this, you know, and Cancer is the mother archetype. So it's like, you know, and Cancer is your opposite. So maybe tap into Cancer energy. It's so completely foreign to you guys. And that's where this urge to go with what you want to do comes in. But it's like, tap into that Cancer energy, that mother energy. Read about Cancers. Look up Cancer energy. Look up what they embody. They are the mother archetype. All right, so last card that I'm going to pull is some advice from the angels. For Capricorn, we have confidence. It says, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we'll buoy your courage and faith. That's interesting, because it's like the King of Wands, he's very confident, you know? But you may be confident in what you know, right? Like I said, there's this urge to stay in I don't want to say your comfort zone, but it's like, I'm going to do what I want to do. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm fine over here. I'm fine in this masculine energy. I like it. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. You can do what you want, obviously, free will. But Spirit's like, I think now is the time, you know, before the scales tip, to re-nurture yourself, to get back into that feminine energy so that you stay balanced and you don't start like creating negative karma for yourself, bad karma, right? So what this confidence is saying is, have confidence in your ability to nurture yourself, Capricorn. Even if it's something foreign to you, have confidence in yourself. And even if you don't, even if you're like, holy shit, like I do not resonate with this motherly nurturing energy whatsoever, like have faith in God, have faith in your angels and spirit that they will get you there. Even if you don't see it right now, even if you're like, I don't know how you guys are going to do this, but I'm throwing my hands up and I'm giving you, you know, I'm giving you my worries, and let go and let God, you know, like if I get it so out of your element that you're like, yeah, good luck to me. Right. But have confidence, Capricorn. I really do have faith in you guys with this. Like I said, really look into your guys's, polar opposite, which is Cancer. Maybe spend time with some Cancers if you know any, and really tap into their energy. But yeah, those are your messages, Capricorn. I almost said Cancer. See? Oh my gosh. Cancer energy is real here. Those are your messages, Capricorn. I hope they resonated. I'm sending you guys lots of love as always. Take care.